Greetings everyone, my name is Altairyan and I will be your game master. What you're about to experience is an interactive story, my friends, originally written by me, but navigated by you. The concept is really simple. I write the story or the scenario, and at certain intervals or time points or important crossroads, you get to decide what happens. Every single Monday, there will be released a about 5-minute episode. Simultaneously, I will also release a poll on the community tab on my channel, where you can vote after the story how the story will progress. Grab a popcorn, grab a drink, grab whatever you desire, and let's jump into the story of Lizzy, the last sorceress. The story is set in a large city called the Lost Beacon of Hope. A vast metropolis consisting of multiple skyscrapers reaching far above the clouds. All of them connected by bridges and cable cards, creating this weird web of metal, wires, and light billboards. Beautiful, one might say, yes, but not everyone agrees with this opinion, as those who are rich and wealthy can afford to live high above the clouds, there where the air is fresh and the sun warms the skin. But those who cannot afford it are forced to live below the cloud level. Here the air is thick, and the temperature is cold, and the streets are ruled by crime and the everlasting desire to rise another level. Here on ground level is where we dive in as we see Lizzy and Idris are dashing through the streets of the Salvage District, characterized by graffiti on the walls, a vast amount of scrap and junk lying all over the streets, and just that flickering of the neon lights. Lizzy looks back to see as the two law enforcer drones are following them relentlessly. With panic in her eyes, she screams, "Idris! They're catching up on us!" Hearing his sister's warning call, Idris suddenly dashes to the side, poof, shoulder bashing a steam pipeline, poof, breaking loose, releasing the steam, filling the alleyway, completely blocking the vision of the drones. Lizzy, knowing this is her cue, completely comes to a stop, spins around towards the steam, and stretches her arms in front of her, looking left and right to the walls, to the pipelines, and as if wanting to grab her with her arms, she flexes her fingers. Suddenly, one steam line after another breaks loose from the walls, breaking, creating even more steam, completely blocking the vision. And with the bending and twisting of her fingers, you hear the metal of the pipelines completely intertwining into a net of metal, blocking the passageway for the drones. Hoping that she has bought a little bit more time for their escape, she turns around and follows Idris in his footsteps. Now both of them know very well that navigating through the streets of the Salvage District is no easy feat, even for those who live there. As only after a couple of minutes, they come to a dead end. They're both looking left, right, contemplating, calculating the decisions, their options, as Idris looks to Lizzy. "Lizzy, I think we're stuck. What do we do now? Damn it. You've got any idea, sis?" Lizzy looks at Idris. "I don't know, brother. I mean, the wall is too high to climb, but I think the drones are catching up. How about we fight them? I can handle them. I can break one with the power of my hands." Idris, with concern in his eyes, looks at Lizzy and says, "Lizzy, we've talked about this. We cannot use your magic. What if they record you while using magic? They'll send the whole police force after you. They might even kill you. This is out of the question." "But Idris," "No buts." And right as he wanted to say something else, a black shadow dashed in between them. Both following the shadow, they look as a dog jumps in between them, with black pointy ears and a long snout, quickly and dexterously maneuvers up to a garbage can, into a ventilation system, jump on the wall, as if just glued to the wall, jumps into a windowsill, into a billboard and up on the wall. And then it stops and spins around and looks down, looking at Lizzy, as if expectantly. Now, the sound of the drones approaching closer, Idris averts his gaze from the animal, looking down at Lizzy. He grabs her by the shoulder. "Sister, listen here. I know this isn't the best idea I've had, but You have to trust me on this one. And he goes into his pocket and he reveals what looks to be like a prism-shaped bronze pendant hanging on a copper wire. Take this, Lizzy. And he looks after behind her and gestures. Hide in a dumpster. And whatever you hear, don't come out. And once the coast is clear, Lizzy, go find Morris in the Neville district. I know we haven't been there yet, but you're smart enough. You're better than me. You're agile. You're highly intelligent. You can do this. I trust this, sister. Lizzy looks at Idris in his eyes and... what are you going to do? Idris smiles, steps back, and clenches his fists, wearing his metal knuckles. I'm gonna make some trouble. And with this, he turns around and dashes behind the corner, meeting the first drones. My friends, this is where we will end the first episode. The options might be clear for you. As the first one is, does Lizzy follow his brother's advice and climb into the dumpster and wait until the coast is clear? Does she ignore her brother and follow him to help him fight the drones, knowing well enough that using magic might be very dangerous? Or does she follow the strange, weird dog up on the wall, not even certain if she can make the climb? But this, I will leave up to you guys. Don't forget, it's on the community tab on the channel Altairyan, and episodes will be released every single Monday. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe to the channel so you are certain to follow every single episode that gets released. Leave a comment, tips and tricks. I'm always welcome for improvements. This is a thing we create together. And I will see you next episode. Have a good day, everyone.